guy?
I don't know.
No idea? No. Do you know this guy?
No.
None of you?
He looks kind of familiar. I think I've seen him in history class.
I'm not sure.
He's a cleric, right? What's it called?
That's true.
Is he British or is he in Britain or America?
No? No, nobody knows this guy.
No.
No.
Does anyone know this guy? This one. Do you know this guy?
No.
Does anyone know this guy?
No.
No? No? No.
Who is it? No.
You know that guy? No? هیچکی نمیشناسه. بعد بریم دانشگاه. نامه به اینجا نرسیده. رهبر جمهوری اسلامی ایران به جوانان غرب نامه نوشته و این برای دومین بار اتفاق افتاده، اما کسی از جوانان غرب تا حالا پرسیده که در مورد این نامه چی میدونن؟ با هم همراه شیم اینجا دانشگاه نیویورک از جوانان میپرسیم که از نامه رهبر جمهوری اسلامی ایران چی میدونن. I want to show you a picture and what do you know about this picture?
I have no idea who that is.
He sent a letter to you.
No, he didn't.
He
Oh
did.
my god, wait, is that, that's our guy. What's his name?
The Supreme Leader of Iran.
What?
The Supreme Leader of Islamic Republic of Iran.
Oh, never mind, no, I thought it was our President John Sexton.
Let me know your knowledge about this guy.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
No. A bit close.
Okay.
He's the Supreme Leader of Iran, and he sent a letter to you.
He sent me a letter. Great.
Send a letter to me.
The letter is about inviting you to, have a good relation with Muslim people around the world, and he condemned the attack in Paris. Have you received the letter?
No, I have not.
He sent a letter to the
Sure that I don't want to open whatever letter it is, though.
guys. Do you know this guy? No? Do you know him? No. Who is?
This is Ayatollah Khomeini or something like. I don't know what the right pronunciation is.
But you were the only one that you know him. Okay.
Why am I being stopped here?
So he's the Supreme Leader of Iran, Khamenei. And he sent a letter to the Western youth. Have you received the letter?
Not to me. Why would I receive a letter from this guy?
Because he encourages you to criticize the Western government, and he condemned the terrorist attack in Paris.
To condemn or to support? Like this guy's condemning it? I would expect him to support it, but good on him, man.
I need you. Okay, you won't be allowed to dance like this in front of him.
Correct.
Who is this?
It's the Ayatollah, correct?
Finally, somebody knows. What do you know about Iran, and what do you want to say to the Supreme Leader of Iran about, when he criticized the Western government and condemned the terrorist attack? What do you want to say about him?
That he's a huge hypocrite. That
Why?
He can't even respect his own people, but he's demanding the same from other governments. It's hard to speak on just because of how much injustice there already is in the U.S. But he needs to cool it down.
What do you know? What do you know about Iran? What do you know about Iran?
Well, I'm actually Iranian.
Oh, that's why
I
you
just
know.
gave away my cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you been in Iran?
No, I actually was going to go in 2009, but couldn't go because of the demonstrations. I was going to go that summer.
He sent a letter to the Western people, especially the young, and encouraging you to have, knowledge or study about Muslim wars.
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, I'm not American, I'm European, but I definitely think that I had a lot of misconceptions about what Islam is and what Muslim people are. And when I came to America, those misconceptions were very turned negative because of what Americans tend to believe about Muslims and Islam. And I actually took a class and where we studied Islam, and I realized that it wasn't anything like what a lot of people think it is.
What do you think about him treating his own people inside Iran and not giving free?
That's awful. I completely disagree with that. I mean, my ex is actually from Iran. His parents escaped in the 70s after what happened with, the Arab Spring and stuff. And, but
the Green Movement.
Yeah, but
So what do you want to say to him about what because you have some knowledge about human rights in Iran. So he sent a letter and invite you to respect, Muslim people. Do you want to say anything to him?
I would tell him to become a little more acquainted with what is beneficial about the Western world. I know that I'm sure in very religious countries, I myself come from Russia where, there's a lot of Russian Orthodox, Christian Orthodox people. I'm sure there are a lot of misconceptions about how America is, but there's a lot of great things that could definitely benefit Iran that we have.
What would he do if we would do the same to him? If he wouldn't let me wear a dress like this, then?
Dress like what?
And what I want to wear.
Yeah, you won't be allowed to do that.
So I don't think he should be able to tell me what to do if he's not allowing his people to do what they want to do.
Well, because he's telling you to broaden your opinion, but to not have your opinion be a certain way, which is kind of contradictory.
Well, I think it's important that we learn about other cultures and also acknowledge that human rights are something that's fundamental to the way we exist in the West, and it's something that's important for all people to learn about and understand and consider when they're making laws for their own governments.
I think it's ridiculous that he's sending that through social media when he won't let his own people use social media.
If you want to ask us to know more about your culture, you should do the same. You should take a good look at where your country is in the 21st century. We're no longer in the 1900s, 1800s. It's not okay to treat women like that. It's not okay to treat people like that. We're all human beings.
Treat women like what? What do you know about?
Well, to raise them in an environment where they're taught that their bodies, the most natural part of them, is something to be ashamed of. As a person who's struggled with female beauty standards in the Western society, I cannot imagine what the struggle would be like if I couldn't, if I thought that my very skin couldn't be shown to people,
I think it's a little bit two-faced. I mean, if you're asking us to criticize our government, surely your own people should be able to criticize yours. So, if you're allowing us to criticize our government, if you think it has flaws, I mean, no government's perfect, so obviously they have their flaws, and their journalists should be able to make their own criticisms, obviously.
How do you feel about it?
I'm angry because he hasn't even answered to his own people about Neda, and yet he's already trying to go into international policy when he can't even regulate his own country.
What do you want to say to the Supreme Leader of Iran when he condemned the terrorist attack in Paris?
I think it's more important that you're aware of how people are treated at home before you start making comments about other nations, although it is important that you reject terrorism wherever it exists.
If you're condemning terrorism, then you really shouldn't kill your own people.
Islam is a beautiful religion, and it's a shame that it's become so misinterpreted, so mistrusted, but I do think that what he's doing and what his country's leadership and, just the Islamic states in general, what are they doing, it is contributing to the general opinion about the Middle East.
Anything you want to add?
No.
Dancing?
Peace all over the place.
Thank you so much.